Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the Portland, Oregon area. I'm in the KGW Weather Center this morning, and the big story continues to be the rain that's coming this weekend. So let's get to it. On the left, something I haven't shown you in a while. This is the total precipitable water microwave satellite imagery product from NOAA. So this is this morning, what I'm entitling a rain bubble offshore. And where you see the green, this is the satellite imagery. This is pretty cool. Basically seeing through the clouds and detecting that this is all available rainfall coming in. And when you look at this, it definitely supports that we will get more than an inch of total water as rain this weekend. I'll show you this actual loop coming up in just a minute. But whenever I forecast heavier rain or maybe an inch of rain or more in like a 48-hour period, I always look at this product to make sure that the cloud base coming in is carrying the type of water that would support the rainy forecast. And in this case, it's a big thumbs up. The answer is yes. And then with that said, over here is the National Weather Service, their blended forecast model showing total rain amounts from starting this evening, Friday, all the way through the day, Sunday into Sunday night. And notice I've got 1 to 2 inches plus. So if you look at the coast, most areas are expected to get 2 inches or more. And here's the valley from Kelso Longview at 1.39 down through Portland, 1.3 to 1.4, 1.31 down around Marion County, and then over an inch down through Lynn and into Lane counties as well. So generally speaking, I'm thinking an inch and a quarter or more in the valley. And then you've got amounts that could hit as much as 3 inches up in the Cascades. This particular model goes nuts with total liquid precip up in the Washington Cascades. There's the bubble around Mount St. Helens, 5.78. Wow. Okay. So clearly we have a lot to talk about with this coming in. And then I do want to remind you that if your plans have you traveling up over the Cascades Sunday overnight into Monday morning, that you should be prepared to find some winter weather. So, as always, my Hood Snow Level brought to you by and sponsored by Hillcrest Ski and Board Shop. That's in Gresham. Again, as I mentioned before, you can rent gear from them. You can buy gear from him. They have all the clothing you need. They basically have everything. So it's all rain overnight, Friday night and Saturday, 8,000 feet. That's rain. Sunday's the day that snow levels still fall. There's no change in this from what I have been showing you. So Timberline during the day will see any rain change to snow and start stacking it up. I do think Timberline could get 6 inches of snow on the ground accumulating out of all this. And then it's Sunday night into Monday morning when the snow level drops down to Cascade passes. Not looking for a big event. We had something similar to this a week or so back with 1 to 4 inches of snow at Cascade Pass level down to around 4,000 feet. So we're keeping an eye on all of that. And before I get into the animations, I want to show you a quick shout out to the Momentous Wealth podcast. Again, you can listen to these a whole library of investment topics, if you will, including retirement funds on Apple Podcast and on Spotify. Again, the Momentous Wealth podcast brought to you by local licensed firm in both Oregon and Washington, Momentous Wealth Management. Just so happens that's the team that helps me retirement plan. So highly recommend them. Okay. Let's get you going. Let's go to the NOAA full disk satellite imagery. So kind of get your bearings. Here's Portland right up in here about where my mouse is in the Columbia River. What you're looking at here is a weakening low, the spin offshore. Here's what will become the main dominant low up in here. And these two are going to kind of combine, but this will be the big low that's giving us the moisture fetches starting this evening with the heaviest rain coming in Saturday overnight. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Now, notice this is not what I call an atmospheric river. An atmospheric river, you would see an elongated fetch of moisture somewhere, which you don't really see here. What you see is a big ball of moisture out in front of a big low that's going to park itself off of the northwest coast and send us several bands of pretty good rainfall through the weekend. I mean, so that's what we have going on for what that's worth. Here's that blended total precipitable water product that I showed you a moment ago. This is the looping form. This is a great product. This came out, I think, in the early 2000s, if I am correct on that. You can see down, this is intertropical convergence zone where you see the red and yellow and all those moisture belts. This little finger shooting up here is why some people are probably calling this atmospheric river. But again, to me, the reality is it loses its connection to any flow out of the tropics, and it becomes just the moisture belt that's being pushed inland from a big low. But you can plainly see it. And if you go down here to the legend, the green color is right around 30 millimeters of water. So if you do the conversion on that, that's about an inch and a quarter of water available to move inland. And it could be more, especially over the mountains, and more at the coast. And we'll see what we end up with. But there's definitely water out there getting ready to come in. That's really what I want you to see there. So let's go to the forecast model animations. This is the American GFS. This is 10 o'clock tonight. So once we get to 6 p.m. tonight, we start to see rain chances quickly elevate along the coast. And I think Portland has a good chance, and Salem and Vancouver, to be dry through at least 8 o'clock tonight. Again, this is 10, and this shows we don't really have anything inland yet, but other models show as early as 8 o'clock, we do have some rain. So somewhere in that mid-evening hour is when the rain chances start. I'm just going to play this into, this is their future radar product, if you will. I'm just going to play it through 5 o'clock Saturday. So what you saw there was kind of a mix of showery weather coming through. So understand that tonight and Saturday, it's a showery pattern. I mean, a wet, rainy day, yes, but if you're outdoors for a period of 2, 3, 4 hours, you probably have as much dry time as wet time. And weather models are giving us a quarter of an inch of rain in Portland or less tonight and tomorrow. So that's just a showery day for the most part. All this back in here, and this particular product doesn't do a great job of it. Well, it does for starters. Okay. This is about 10 o'clock tonight. This is all steady rain. I think once we get into late evening and then overnight tonight, overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning, overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning, we've got hours of absolutely steady, widespread rain. And the yellows show some heavier rain pockets. So this is the reason that we could get an inch of rain or more this weekend. In fact, we could get an inch just Saturday overnight into Sunday morning with this coming through with the main front. Now, current timing this is mid-morning on Sunday. The steady stuff is over, and now we're back into kind of what we saw Saturday. But if anything, models like Sunday being rainier overall than Saturday. So Saturday is much dry time as wet time. Sunday, if you're outside for a couple of hours, you're probably going to find more wet minutes than dry minutes. And if anything, there will be an increased number of heavier rain pockets coming in. And this is Sunday as well. And then all these showers will continue into the day on Monday. And remember, we showed you rain totals, a couple inches at the coast, maybe 3 inches up in the Cascades, around Mount Hood, the Oregon Cascades, and an inch and a quarter or more in the valley, I think is a pretty good range. So a reminder that I own and operate this weather site, portlandweather.com. I designed all of this specifically to give you an option to look at just Mount Hood weather, just the gorge weather, just the coast weather, and just the valley weather. So right now I want to click on my Columbia River Gorge site. Again, that's the homepage off my weather site, portlandweather.com. These are the current temperatures. Chilly morning. It's 9:30 now, coming up on this Friday morning. It's 39 in the river. There is an east wind that's picked up out in the gorge. And if you go down to this map, it says current temperatures, and you click on the current temperatures, there's Crown Point. This is plugged into the hourly reports from Crown Point. So I thought I'd show you this. Look at the northeast winds, gusting 50 to nearing 60 miles per hour. That's at Crown Point right now. Now, the latest report has more of a north wind, northwest, but for the most part, these have been east winds. Let's see here. At 7 o'clock this morning, there was a 62 mile per hour gust. We expect 30 to 40 mile per hour gust between Hood River and the Dalles today. These winds will switch more to the southwest and calm down quite a bit for the weekend compared to this, but still be breezy. I think valley winds on Sunday could be west 10 to 25 miles per hour. Now, sticking with my weather site, here's that Mount Hood page. 37 at Timberline, 42 at Mouse, 35 at Ski Bowl right now. This is great information. Temperatures, live cameras for you. And I want to look at the falling snow levels that I started. So the government camp forecast is 32 Monday morning, highs in the 30s during the day. The potential, at least in the morning, that you've got sticking snow of 1 to 4 inches over the passes. And then you still got at times some snow showers Monday night into Tuesday morning up there. And then the next system that comes in on Thursday of next week in the 30s, that's Halloween. That could be a mix of rain, snow showers following a Wednesday cold front. So it's getting into that time of the year that you definitely want to check the conditions and the forecast if you're traveling up over the high country. That was the point of all that. So let's go around the horn if we can. Here's Medford. Some showers Saturday, not much expected in Southern Oregon. Sunday, rain chances pick up down there, and cooler weather Sunday behind a front. Saturday, 75, Sunday, 61. And then Tuesday, I think, is dry down in Southern Oregon. Then there's that front that comes in on Wednesday. But these are certainly cooling temperatures compared to what we have had. 34 in Bend right now, by the way. A beautiful sunny day in Central Oregon. Bend could hit 65. It's about the same as Portland. Uh, this shows 71 tomorrow. So this first wave of rain is not really strong enough to get up over the Cascades, but the second wave is. So there's rain developing on Sunday into Monday, and then Tuesday mainly dry, and then that next chance of rain coming in on Wednesday, and then to Halloween. So that's in Bend. Let's go Central Coast, Newport. A rainy Saturday and Sunday and Monday. This shows showers likely on Tuesday. I think there might be a rain chance at the coast Tuesday, but that's kind of an in-between day. It's going to be one of your drier options before the rain picks up into periods of steady rain on Wednesday with the next front. There's Halloween showing some showers. Up in Seattle, if you're going to be up there this weekend, rain 58 Saturday, Sunday 56, Monday rain 53. There is a definite rain chance to our north on Tuesday, and then Wednesday rain picks up. So that's really wet, and that's mainly in the 50s. And by golly, isn't that kind of typical, right? Salem 66 today. Saturday with scattered showers is still warm, 69. Maybe not quite that warm, but certainly in the 60s. And then Sunday, there's your cooler weather with the showers into Monday. The weather models, because there's not a big high coming in on Tuesday or holding on to a scattered shower chance, I just think Tuesday's dry here in the valley. And then rain picks up on Wednesday and Thursday. And with that, here's my 7-day forecast. This is courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros. It's that time of the year to make sure you got good tires on your car. No doubt about that. Have them checked out. I've got to get some new tires on our Subaru before we really get into the winter season. They're up in Clark County, by the way, off of I-5. All right. So 64 on this Friday, showers tonight. We talked about that mid-evening shower chances. We talked about Saturday being a scattered shower day, maybe a quarter of an inch of rain, but more dry time than wet. Talked about Sunday being the opposite. You wake up, there could have been an inch of rainfall overnight into Sunday morning. So it's really puddling wet outside. And then we got just numerous showers coming and going, a much wetter day overall than Saturday with some heavy rain pockets. And there is the threat of thunder, where the instability numbers support the chance of thunder or maybe some hail on Sunday as snow levels start to drop. Monday, scattered showers and sun, not a bad day. Tuesday, all dry. This is a front that comes in Wednesday. That could be another quarter of an inch of rain. There could be a period of a narrow rain band passage too. And then Halloween right now is kind of an in-between day. It looks like sunshine and some scattered showers, but certainly, yeah, plans to be out trick-or-treating on Thursday evening with your family. There's a chance it's a pretty quiet evening. Right now, I've got rain picking up on that Friday. So that's your update. I'm Rod Hill. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. That helps me out. And bookmark my weather site, portlandweather.com, and we'll talk soon.